Hey guys and gals, let's build the Little Mermaid Story Book by Lego Disney. Set number 43213 contains roughly 134 bricks. Retails for approximately $19.99. And the set was provided to me by the Lego Group for early review, and I already have the parts keyed up for your convenience. So in this little installment here, we are going to just be building this and do a quick review on things so I can take notes. So here's our clamshell for our book, and this is probably only one of two pieces printed. Not too bad. And we got a massive sticker sheet, and I think most of the stuff just goes on that. And we got ourselves a little road map here to unfold and put together. So we got to put together the book and stuff like that. Okay, and then you got to start with the minifigures here. Well, I have a bunch of stuff that I got to get done today. So, not Lego related, unfortunately. I just got to get a bunch of stuff done. So, let's get going here. And yeah, so right now I'm cleaning out my pool, taking care of parents, and taking a break or a lunch break from my day job. I think today's the 17th of April, 2023. So my schedule is very busy today, and we got to start with the sticker right away. I don't know if I'll keep the stickers on this or not, but it'd be nice if they gave us an outline here to know where the sticker's supposed to go, but there it is. And yeah, so I only did just that one piece on the campground. I haven't gotten to any more of it because I've been so busy with personal stuff going on in my life right now. I just hadn't had time to even get to it. And you know, it'd be better if I prime the clamshells up first. So right now I've just got way too many things going on and taking on way too many tasks. And yeah, so I haven't done much with the campground yet on anything, just because you know, doing other things. Mostly I'm trying to get done with a bunch of tutorials for the end of the year. And I don't know what the age range on this is, 5+. Oh wow, that's going to be extra hard for me. But yeah, I'm trying to get a bunch of things going here. And this goes in here. And that goes, I'm trying to get that in there. Probably a lock. Oh, that's what that is. It's a lock. And they show a regular brick goes in there too. So maybe that's where the thing stops. You don't go the other way. Okay. And we got to put the other clamshell together. Now, I've never done one of these Disney princess sets before, so these are kind of new for me. So, you know, I'm always into these type of sets, and a lot of guys out there are not. A lot of guys are scared of these things, but for me, it's a good source of unique colored parts. Boy, that doesn't want to go in there. I feel like I was going to break the part off. And there's some pieces that go in here. So, I kind of want to hurry up and get these done because, like I said, I want to get back into building. I'm working on a vehicle tutorial right now. I just got it proofed, and I'm getting ready to do the rough building guide. And this stuff had to arrive. So I was like, well, I won't be doing that for a while. I had somebody ask me the other day if I would do leaks. No, you will have to wait until they're released. Alright, so that's... Oh, that'd make a nice little jewelry box, huh? With all the hair on it. Yeah, not too bad. And there's actually, this is going to be very confusing, the way these instructions are laid out. So what I would propose to do is put the stickers on in here first and do that. Okay, so let's start with good old sticker number 1. I mean, I may rip these stickers off and just save the clamshells for something. I don't know. Does it matter where they go? I don't think these really matter, so you can just drop these in here. Just drop them in and just kind of match them up here with the picture. At least this set you can get a little sloppy with stickers. I think most of the stickers are just from here. I did have a comment, how do I handle with all these chores and stuff, and then doing Lego as a hobby? It's a chore. Remember when I got into all this Lego stuff, I was just finishing up grad school and starting my career. And I was single at the time. Now having family and stuff like that, it's a lot of work. It's rewarding. It's just, my free time now has dwindled down, and that did not want to go in straight enough for my liking here. If I put these in wrong, it's going to be almost impossible to get those out. And that's where the stickers are at. And that's pretty much about it for that. And then the rest of this is all small stuff here. So that's pretty much where we'll be starting at now. Okay, well, let's start building some of the little accessories. So everything in here is in bag 1. Yeah. Trying to think if I had any rude comments other than the one that, oh yeah, I did talk about the one where somebody got a little angry about me not releasing the tiny house on time. Well, the tiny house is on my memberships tab, but don't worry, it'll be released to you guys and gals who are not on the memberships thing in June. I still got to finish up writing up the building guide for it. That was the thing I was starting on, was the building guide for this. They already got a parts list, and I was ready to start that, and ding dong goes the doorbell. And then there was a set right there I had to sign for. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's the king fork, we don't know. And this set's got a lot of stuff that rolls off, so if you're building this, make sure you put it in some kind of a plate or something with like a bowl. And I'm not done with that yet, huh? And so far, this set is just, it's meh. Yeah, this is obviously meant for younger builders, obviously. So if you're looking for something that you're going to be spending a few hours on, this is probably not it. I like these little crystal pieces here, like a rock. I need to get a few of those. In fact, my diamond studs are bigger than that, huh? I get enough of grief of that at work. And yes, I do have employees that will say, why do you do that? Because I like it. At the same time, though, you go out into the parking lot and they're vaping up a storm. But a piercing is one thing. It's just a little hole. Unless it gets infected, it's not nothing that's going to harm your health. And I don't know what we're building here. Just so far, just by looking at just what I'm putting together, I'm going to be honest, it just feels like a hodgepodge full of parts. Now, this thing was stuck in here, and there's no little hole on the top. So I'm going to have to get that out, so hold on. All right, so I got this out of there, because we needed that next. And I think there's a wig that goes on the top. It's probably like a little statue or something. Some of these parts could be used for like a park setting. Well, I'm not a really big fan of that boring gray. And this just sits on here. So I guess it's meant to watch you when you're walking around inside the book, huh? Or maybe just to do that to annoy the parents. Oh yes, Dan, I did read your comment. Yeah, I will mention your name. I'm very careful about mentioning names, and especially if your name's got a last name to them, because I do care about privacy. You know, I remember I was in a group, and I got out of it real quick because the owner of this said group wanted everybody to post their full first and last name on Discord, along with their home address, publicly. I was like, this is not the place for me, and I got up and left. The thing about our Let's Build It group, I don't ever ask that kind of information. As long as you got a name that represents you, that's all that matters. You know, but some people want to make it all formal. This is not a business. This is just for fun. Alright, that's not a bad idea to stick that in there, and then we got to stick another one of those little crystals on there too. Yeah, I've been smashing out building guides. Haven't done anything else in terms of finishing everything up like the campground, but I'm working on a boat. I'm working on a few vehicles. I just finished up one vehicle tutorial and that kind of thing. Yikes. But we're sure forgetting a lot of stuff here. Oh, we got to put together the little figures, huh? Well, let's start putting things together. Now, forgive me, I'm not into these type of things. I don't know who these characters are. I don't watch a whole lot of Disney movies. Disney was kind of a little after my time in terms of animations. There's one thing. We'll just call that Cruella de Vil or something. I don't know. Oh, and the Krabs part of it too, Mr. Krabs. And how I know some of the SpongeBob stuff, because my nephew used to watch that when he was little. Now I know a lot of you guys are not a fan of these little mini dolls, but they're kind of cool looking in a way. Now this one's kind of top heavy. You can't even set her up, so she'd have to be fixed to a plate. We don't know what his name is. We'll probably call him Claude or something. It's got I think those are green eyes. In fact, I'm looking for another one of these with green eyes. Not too bad. In fact, skin tone's just a little lighter than mine. I don't know about that shag hair, but they should have gave this guy either a mullet or they should have gave him a perm. Or an egg or bowl cut thing. Now, that would be it. Now, what does this piece go to? Did I forget some, or did it roll from another bag? Could have. I'm checking everything out now. Oh, this goes on the front. So bag one, I'm going to tell you right now, Lego. I know you watch these. This is probably the most sloppiest building guide I've ever read. Okay? This is sloppy. This is not so bad. This is sloppy. Honestly, if I were to look at this, I would literally be cringing right now. Guys and gals, for those who know me, I'm very blunt on certain things. And, I write up building guides just for fun. And I got a bunch of these little things coming off here. And I would literally be cringing right now over that. So, what it is that if you don't, we got the magical hand here that comes out of space. It has the little key, so that's where you get it. If I can pick it up. You're supposed to stick the key in there, and you can spin the box around, and you can lock it. And now the box doesn't open up. Best to just leave the key in there so you don't lose it. I would probably lose it. Alright. And there's a lot of stuff on here involved in this set, just for it being 130 something bricks. And that's what we have remaining, but we have a lot of star pieces. Was there hair accessories I was missing? Yeah. And I'm going to be honest though, this is still one of the most sloppiest manuals I've ever looked at. There we go. And yeah, so that's pretty much about it for bag 1. Not too bad. Okay, now we can get on bag 2. And so far, this is what we have remaining. So we got at least, we got at most 3 more stickers. This one's not too bad. So just start with the this is just one big giant page with one step with a bunch of insets. Okay. So now I want to get through this real quick here. So for me, as an adult builder, this is pretty simple, except for all the round parts rolling around here. But it's not hard. Let me move all this over here. I'm not reaching across your field of vision, because that does get annoying after a while. I like the manuals that I can easily fold out, but this one here is just not really good for me here. I could do both of these right now, if I wanted to. Just start building all of these until we find the parts we need. Actually, the top and the bottom step are pretty much almost the same, so I may as well just do that until we get it all here. Alright, and then we got some jumper plates that go in the remainder of these. So tell me what you think so far of this build. I mean, for maybe a little girl, or even a boy if they're interested in this stuff, you know, it wouldn't be too bad of a build. I remember I would get some guys who were terrified of these things. Jay, people are going to say things about you. Well, I mean, come on now. They're not going to say anything about me if I do this. You know, something's rolling over here. Yeah, I'm kind of already getting fed up with this roadmap instructions. Okay, I got a pearl silver one of these jumper plates. I got a bunch of those. So we're using that for the lamp. Huh. Okay, I guess it's to make it look like it sparkles. And there you go. The whole goal about doing these builds, you know, some people watch these because they're stuck on a step or something like that. Or some people just watch them because they like hearing me talk. And some just kind of watch to get a preview of what the build involves. If it's something they think it should be worth buying. For me, you know, this was a $10 set, I'd say it'd be pretty good. But for $20 for what we're getting, there's only a few things printed in here. It's not really, honestly, it's not really worth it. I've been known to be blunt, so. And let's put the tile on here with this. Yeah, I really want to get the campground done too. So the campground will be... Oh, we got to put a sticker on that? Well, we know that's going to get ripped off when we're done with this. Just so it can say contract. Contract? I mean, really, a contract in here? Oh, man. We're really teaching the kids early about contracts, huh? Wish that was printed though. And boy, that's well, now this stuff is starting to fall off now. This is obviously, I'd say the build quality on this is just average. Nothing special with this set here. It's just average. But if you're looking for a very large, long, lengthy build, this is not it. And there's a map that goes inside there. Stick that in and you stick this map in there. Okay, this crap will fall off. So if you're building this and that keeps falling off, yeah, it's falling off on me too. So you're experiencing that, don't worry, you're not alone. All right, we just got this top inset done. That's what it is. So now we got to do the next one, which is this right here. And yeah, like it's just two rocks because I don't see anything else. I call those kind of like crystals or rocks. Those would pass off nicely for diamond studs if you're in a pinch. Stick one of those little shafts in there like a Technic thing and shove that right in your ear. There you go. Now if you're don't do it unless you have, in fact, don't do that period because of bacteria reasons. But I'm assuming that most people who watch my videos are adults. Oh, and if you're under 13, you need to be guided by an adult to do this stuff. If you're up to, which I don't like getting into topics on here, but if it's up to our government, they would make the internet available to anybody who's 21 years of age and older. That's one thing I try never to do on here is go into politics on YouTube. There was a guy I used to watch who was in the tech field, and it was his older stuff is pretty good. And then he started getting heavy into politics. And it got to the point where I couldn't stand it anymore, and I was cringing more than enjoying the content. So I just clicked the unsub, and that was the end of that. It's like, you know, you can't. I mean, I rant, but I don't go on full-blown on here. And I did get a comment, though, that's worth mentioning in here about talking about religions. Somebody asked me on my main channel, what's my religious opinion about religion? I don't get into those topics on YouTube. This is a Lego channel, right? Not Sunday school. I don't ever get into that here. I try to keep these videos free of politics and religion. It just kind of makes them kind of tasteless. I think that's it for that. Is that supposed to go up like that? Looks like it would. Huh. I don't know. It doesn't. Oh, it stays down, I guess. We'll put all this stuff in the main piece later. Okay. And now we got to do this little guy here. Get that out of the way. Oh, I've been looking for these little glow pieces, but too bad this is not a blue. Would have been nice. Kind of depressing. Okay, I need a bell piece. In fact, I haven't even had a chance to sit down and play any video games lately. It's always been work. I just haven't had a cool down period, and I have a buddy of mine who loves rubbing in my face about how many trips he gets to go on a year. I hate when people do that. I'm sorry. You know. Oh, there's supposed to be the globe that goes on that here. Now, since this is mostly a Denmark toy, we'll face it the right way. How does it show it in here? I don't know. Yeah, they show it where Europe is in this direction. Okay, well, you know, I mean, come on now. Was founded in Europe, in Denmark, so that, you know, that does make obvious. That's obvious there. You know. Yeah, I noticed my views have not been doing very well on tutorials, and if they don't do very well on my main channel, I'm going to have to start thinking about other options, mainly switching over towards printed guides. More people are requesting for printed building guides anyways. They're starting to get a whiff of what I'm doing, and I'm getting more requests for people for purchasing guides. And they're cheap too, you know. Guides can range anywhere from $1. I think my most expensive guide that I haven't finished yet, it would be about $30. So, that's how it is. Yeah, if you're not careful, all this little stuff will fall off. It's really flaky. So if you're, you know, if you're interested in a building guide versus a video tutorial guide, you can work at your own pace. You can put them on your smart device and stuff like that. They're not necessarily printer friendly. Okay. You know what? There's stickers that were supposed to go on the back of those tiles. So I have to get the other guy and put a sticker on that. I just saw that on here. Well, we'll do that here in a second. So there's that Once Upon a Time. That's only one of the two pieces. The other part is on the big book itself. And of course, if you count the torsos and stuff. So there's our little book. And then we'll put the stickers on these. It's easier to put the sticker on this big stuff while it's on, which is what they do here. And that's what we have remaining for bag 2. But we're not done yet, folks. I got to put the stickers on. So let's do this one while we're here. And that's sticker number 6. And it just shows a bunch of books in here on a bookshelf. I'll show you here in a second here. That's basically what it is. You know, I wish it was printed. And then there's another one on one of these other ones here. Thought there would be a sticker on the book. But the book goes inside of here, so you don't, this book got preserved, it did not get stickered. Let's put the book in there. Now, when I run through the tutorial on this, or the reviews on these sets, I just kind of go through them real quick. Because anything with friends, people are just not interested in. Until I get that question. Jay, where'd you get those weird parts from? Those are kind of cool. And when you tell them, they kind of frown upon it. I think these kind of colors come in a Lego City set. Alright, so let's see if I can fold that back up correctly. Yes, I did, and that's it. Okay, now let's take a quick look at everything. And all this stuff is supposed to go in here. So maybe you do have to take out the key to play with this. I kind of should have put a clip in there. Let me look at the building guide once again to figure out how everything's placed in here, because it tells you. And, okay, everything just gets stuck in the bound of the book. Okay. Because when I do the tutorial, when I do the reviews, I try not to just look at everything here. I hope that closes up with it. You know, let me get the, or you know what, where's the box set? Does the box even show it? This part's facing in the right direction. Okay, so we have the banners facing outward on this side. What I'm taking it that this is probably the dumbest thing you put in here, Lego. all this stuff is just crumbling off. So now I'm going to say that the build experience is fair to poor, because it's just falling apart. You know, if you're looking for a very positive review, I'm not the guy for you. You need to go to those guys who script their reviews, guys. I don't script mine. And we already know that this stuff's going to fall off, so let's be extra careful with that. Okay, well, we got lucky there. Oh, it just kind of looks kind of sloppy. Yeah. All right, and we got the key and stuff like that. So the whole intent of this is that, let's take a look here. Can you fold all this up here? Or does it not fold up in there? Looks like it would. No, I guess you can't fold this up. That's about as close as it goes. I thought that was where you can fold it up, but I mean, I'm sure you can take all that out, but that would fall apart almost instantly every time you rip that out. Well, they show it here as it doesn't close all the way, so maybe it's not meant to close all the way. So the Little Mermaid obviously can't close. Looks like it almost, see, this is just breaking off here. So yeah, fair to poor for build quality. Well, let's just kind of run through it so I can get this out of here, because I have other Lego builds that are 10 times sturdier than this. Maybe that'll close now. Well, okay, that one doesn't close. So yeah, this is not meant to be closed. So this is just an illusion here. So essentially what you do is you just come in here and you play and you put your figures in here, and there's some studs that you can anchor things down, which I'll probably have to do. And Friend's wigs don't stay on very well. We'll put her back here, and we'll stick her back in here as well. So, and then Mr. Krabs, we'll put him on the little beach here in the corner. And I was hoping all this could be, you know, where it could fold up. I thought, oh, this is all going to fold up in here. No, this doesn't. So anyways, is it playable? I would say yes, but I'm going to just be honest with you. Probably for maybe about 20-30 minutes for a young one. Not after that, they'll be bored. Build quality was it was just fair to poor. Things are falling off. And two, this doesn't fold up. But for the most part, everything's anchored down, so you can move this around. It's just, I wish it could be folded up. So I can see these being used for jewelry boxes or something, but not for this. This is, you know, I did the Harry Potter banners, the house banners, and this is kind of what reminds me of it. And so build quality, it's fair to poor. Build experience, I'd say was, you know, maybe for a kid, I'd say it's average. Even for myself, it was just a time waster project is all it is. And for city drop in value, mock drop in value, I really can't see it in this one here. I'm sure you can probably expand on some of the stuff, but for the book, I don't. I think it's just meant to show some of the themes in the storyline, but that's it. And the key that unlocks the unclosable book. And yeah, I would say honestly, I don't know. But now let's take a look at it at a price value of $20. You know, I think it's retails for $19.99. Let's round it up to 20. 134 bricks. You get 3 doll figures, and you have a bunch of stickers. Not too bad. I'd say 10, no more than 15 for this set. But for 20, that's I may as well just go out and buy a decent city set for that. But I don't think you're getting a good bang for your buck here, to be honest. I just don't see it in this set. But I want to know what you guys and gals, what do you think of this? What do you think of the build on this? Honestly, for me as an adult, it was a nice little time waster to fill in some time between jobs, but this is essentially what you're getting for $20. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say maybe the book pieces are unique and maybe some of the gold elements, but I don't think it's worth it. Even for parts, it's just not really appealing to me. But I'm sure for a young one, this would be really, really good. So tell me what you guys and gals think. I mean, it is what it is.